Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is actually the second time that I'm recording this video because I already had recorded this video, but I watched it over and I feel like I didn't do my best at expressing myself and describing these fragrances and the maceration and how they've changed and all that. So I'm gonna do it over. So yeah, this video is about the 4 new releases by Lattafa: Nebras Elixir, Vanilla Freak, Whipped Pleasure, and Eclair Pistache. So I'm going to be talking about those and giving you guys an update on the maceration. So yeah, let's get right into it. I'm going to start with the one that changed the least for me, and that is Vanilla Freak. So Vanilla Freak is pretty much almost the same as when I first got it. Overall, I do feel like it got a little bit sweeter. Just the notes are a little bit more well blended now. I feel like it's a little bit stronger as well, but it's pretty much the same. Overall, I would say I do like this, but I wouldn't say that this is for everyone, because for me personally, I feel like this is a little bit too gourmand for me. It's too edible. It's just I do enjoy gourmands, but I feel like this needs something to make it more grounded. Maybe like sandalwood or something. I don't know. I'm not an expert on perfumes, but to me, this smells like a vanilla cupcake with buttercream frosting, and you're eating that vanilla cupcake with a glass of milk. That's how this smells to me. That's exactly how this smells to me. And you know what? On the cupcake, sprinkle some like sugar cookies. That's exactly how this smells to me. I mean, that's the best way that I can describe this to you guys if you haven't bought it yet. This is a very milky, very creamy, very lactonic vanilla with a realistic cupcake or sugar cookie. No, that's pretty much all I can say about this one. And the maceration didn't change much. It's just a little bit more creamy, a little bit more well blended, and just a little bit sweeter than when I first got it. So yeah, those are my final thoughts on this one. I'm honestly not sure if I'm gonna keep it. Now that it's getting colder outside, I feel like I'm gonna try it out a few times and just to decide if I really do want this in my collection permanently or not. So yeah, I do like it, but it's not a love for me. And like I said, when fragrances are too gourmand, they come off as not wearable to me. Like, I consider this to me is not wearable, just because of my personal taste, like I said. But I would say you do really have to love gourmands in order to enjoy something like this. All right, moving on. Next up, we have Eclair Pistache. Okay, this one, it did change a little bit. I feel like it's much more well blended now than when I first got it, especially on my skin. This smells a lot nicer on my skin than on the test strip or the paper. And I feel like, you know, versus when I first got it, I didn't get that much pistachio. I did get like a lot of like a really strong like nutty accord, but I didn't necessarily get like a pistachio note. And now I do. Now I do get pistachio, but not like a pure pistachio, at least to my nose. To my nose, this is like a mix of nuts, like pistachio, walnuts, and cashews. Like, that's how I would describe how this smells. I would say it's a little bit stronger than when I first got it. I haven't actually done a wear test with this. Like, I haven't actually worn it for work or anything like that, because I just don't like it enough to wear it out. It's just not something that I see myself reaching for. So this is one that I will definitely declutter. I feel like this is for people who, first of all, love gourmands. You have to love really super realistic gourmands, and you have to love like nutty fragrances like pistachio and all those other kinds of nutty smells. That's what I would say about this one. I will say though, when I sprayed this on my skin, the opening is very nutty. It's very milky, very lactonic as well, and you do get the vanilla. But the more it dries down after about an hour, no, after about 30-40 minutes, I would say, the pistachio note kind of settles down a bit, and you get more vanilla. You get more like more of a well blended fragrance, and it is nice, don't get me wrong, but it's not that sweet. If you compare this to say like Cherryosa 62, which is a very popular pistachio fragrance, I would say this is not as sweet as that. And honestly, personally, for me, I like Cherryosa 62 better than this. This is much more realistic, I feel like. And you get, and Cherryosa 62 has like a very prominent caramel note as well that I really enjoy, that I don't really get much of in here. So yeah, overall, I will say this did improve with maceration. It did become a lot nicer. I don't get any artificial notes in here. It's much more well blended, but it's kind of the same idea that I have with Vanilla Freak, that it's very gourmand, it's very realistic, and you have to really love these kinds of fragrances in order to enjoy something like this. So yeah, what else can I say about this one? You know, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's nice. It smells very edible. But like I said, for me personally, for my personal taste, this is a little bit too gourmand. So yeah, those are my final thoughts on Eclair Pistache. Moving on to the next one. So next up we have Whipped Pleasure. I remember this one was my least favorite of all the Lattafa releases that I reviewed in my other video. You know, this one improved a lot. I will say, like, the maceration really did make a difference with this one for me. I remember when I first got it, it smelled very artificial. The popcorn note was very off-putting. It was just like too prominent. And I really didn't like this one when I first got it, but now it's much better. Let me spray this really quick. You still get the popcorn, but it's so much softer now. It's so much better. It's more well blended, it's more creamy. That popcorn note, it's like a salty popcorn, but it's smooth. It's like very well blended. And it's very lactonic as well. This is super lactonic. Well, I thought I was gonna declutter this one, but now I'm kind of reconsidering that. You know, I still feel like this is a little bit too gourmand for me, a little bit too realistic. I feel like maybe the only time that I would wear this would be in the winter when it's really cold, because that's when I wear my gourmands the most, when it's cold outside. But this one, it's the same as Vanilla Freak, in the sense that I feel like it needs something to make it more grounded. I have to think about this one. I really do. I have to wear it, give it a test, wear it out one time, maybe once or twice, just to see how I feel about it and to decide if I'm going to declutter it or not, because now I'm actually reconsidering whether I should keep this or not. So yeah, overall, this also smells kind of like a cupcake to me. It has like a realistic baked goods smell, like a realistic cupcake note in there. To me, this smells like a vanilla cupcake with a coffee buttercream frosting with a lot of caramel on top and some Biscoff cookies on top. That's literally like the best way I can describe this. Oh, and a glass of milk, of course. It's like you're eating that cupcake and you're drinking milk at the same time, because this is very lactonic. So yeah, those are my final thoughts on this one. I'm really happy to say that this improved a lot. So yeah, that is Whipped Pleasure. I'm not sure if I'm going to declutter it, like I said. So last but not least, we have Nebras Elixir. This was definitely the most overhyped out of all of these. I feel like it was definitely overhyped, in my opinion. I feel like I expected more from this, and it's missing something for me. It really is missing something for me. This is a very, like, simple fragrance, if that makes sense. Like it needs more complexity. This, to me, honestly, let me tell you what this smells like to me. Like the best way I can describe this, because I've been thinking about this for like 2 days. Like, how can I explain to you guys how this smells in the best way possible? To me, this is like you take a glass of milk, a warm glass of milk, you warm it up, you put some sugar in it, and you put some vanilla in it, and then on top of that you put some whipped cream on it. That's exactly how this smells to me. Yeah. Like, since I'm not going over notes or anything. Oh, and add like musk to that. Like, think of that smell, like the warm milk with the sugar and the vanilla and the whipped cream, and add like musk to that. That's exactly how this smells. And the musk in here is not sharp at all. It's very smooth. It's very soft. And it smells almost like a skin-like musk, if that makes sense. So yeah, don't get me wrong, this is nice. But it, like I said, it's like lacking complexity to me. It's missing something. I don't know exactly what I was expecting from this, because it is super like tonic and milky, like they were saying in the reviews. But I expected something more. I don't know. Like I really don't want to smell like just like sweet milk and vanilla and whipped cream and musk. I feel like this would work for me only for layering. If I want to make another fragrance more milky and more like fluffy and sweet and more, add more vanilla to it, then I would use this. This is good for layering. But just by itself, I would not wear this by itself. You know what? Now that I said that this is good for layering, that reminds me of another fragrance by Lattafa. It's a Badial Oud collection, the pink bottle. Rose, it's like it has like a rose milk note. Okay, so I would pair that fragrance, I'm gonna put a picture of it here, I would pair that fragrance with this one, and I feel like that would be perfect. Like that would be delicious, because my Lattafa fragrance, the pink bottle that I'm so bad with names, I keep forgetting, but you guys know which one I'm talking about. That one, when I first got it, it was super fluffy, super like tonic and milky and like sweet, and the rose wasn't too strong. But the longer I let the bottle sit, the rose has become much more prominent. And I still enjoy it, don't get me wrong, but I wish it was more like when it was in the beginning, that it was super like tonic and creamy and like sweet and like a floral gourmand. Now it leans more floral than gourmand, whereas before it was like a very even mix. So yeah, that fragrance, I do still love it, but I feel like this would like elevate it so much more for me. It would just soften the rose a little bit and make it more like tonic and more milky, like how it used to be. So yeah, that's just an idea that I have. But I'm not someone who likes to keep fragrances in my collection just to layer them. So most likely I will be decluttering this one. Most likely. I can't say 100%, but most likely I will. Just because, like I said, I don't see myself reaching for this just by itself. And I like to, like all my fragrances, I like to wear them by themselves. If they need to be layered with something else in order for me to like it, then I declutter it, because I feel like every fragrance, unless it's a really cheap one, like, or like a fragrance oil. But anyways, I'm yapping too much. Those are my final thoughts on this one. Oh, I almost forgot the Play-Doh note. The Play-Doh note is still there. I'm not gonna lie, it's still there, but it's so much more subtle and so much more well blended than when I first got it. When I first got it, it was like at, let's say like 85-90%, and now it's like 10 or 15%. And when I first spray this on my skin, I do get like the Play-Doh a little bit, but the longer it sits on my skin, give it like 20-30 minutes, that Play-Doh note goes away almost completely. So yeah, those are my final thoughts on Nebras Elixir. And yeah, I think, yeah, those are all the fragrances that I wanted to give you guys an update on. I hope you found this video helpful. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you bought any of these, if you're waiting for the bottles to macerate. I know it's annoying. I get annoyed when I have to wait for a bottle to age in order for me to like it. But at the same time, I do understand that these fragrances are more affordable than a lot of fragrances out there. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.